Hey guys, so if you want to learn how to make a quick and easy leveling up system complete with slider functionality and like a level tracker plus the next level XP plus pop-ups and sounds, then stick around because this is what, see, there you go. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a experience manager for your Unity game. This experience script isn't too advanced. It does, the basic stuff like showing you your level, how much experience until the next level. It'll show you your current experience in like a slider. Um, I'm even gonna try to see if I can set it up so you can get like a pop up saying congrats, you leveled up, something like that. And then maybe even play an audio source or an audio clip. Sorry. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a C# script. We're gonna just call this XP manager, if I could spell. All right, we're gonna open this up. All right. So there's gonna be a couple things that we're gonna need to use up here. We're gonna be using UI elements, so we're gonna have to use Unity Engine.ui so that we can change the UI components on the screen. I like using TextMesh Pro just because it scales better, I feel. Alright, so we're gonna need a integer, which is going to be your current experience. Then we're also gonna need an integer that's going to be your current level. um, then we're gonna need a slider component so that we can show exactly how far along your experience is. Then we're also going to need a TextMesh Pro UGUI component. That's going to be the level text, like what level are you? Like level 1, level 2. And then we're going to need public game object level up panel. This is going to be what shows up when you level up. And then we're going to need another TextMesh Pro UGUI. Oops. This is going to be the level up text. So what's going to show up? And then we're also going to need a public audio source. This is going to be where the audio plays from. I'm just going to use a camera, so I'm going to just put cam. You can put it wherever. And then we're going to need a couple bools. So public bool start timer, and then public bool time up. So what these two are is I'm going to set up a timer script in the update function. So the level up panel will disappear. There's probably better ways than doing a timer in the update, but I don't currently know them. And yeah, so this is what I do. And then we're also going to need a float called time left. I'm just going to set that to 3 because I don't want it to be shown on the screen for too long. But yeah, these are our variables that we're going to need. Okay. So then in the start function, we're only going to need to do a couple things. And that is going to be setting the level text that shows your level. We're going to want to set that to your current level, which should be 0. We're just going to do toString. Oops. Since it's an integer. And then we're also going to set the level up panel to not be active. You could just do that in the editor, but I like doing it in code just to make sure, like in case I forget to untick it or something, that it's already taken care of. Okay. And then get rid of this. Alright, so in the update function, I'm going to be setting up an if statement that's just basically going to help me test the script. You're going to want to remove this, obviously. Oops. After your game goes live, I'm just going to use keypad enter. Okay, so if you press the enter key, we're going to want to okay, yeah, that makes sense. We're going to want to update our experience. We're going to make that right now. And then also this is, I'm going to set up my timer. So if start timer, if I could, okay, start timer is true. You don't have to put the this. Oops. You don't have to write it out like this. This is kind of redundant. You can just put if and then the boolean and then that's true. And if you have a exclamation mark before it, that means if it's false. Just, you know, just for future reference. So we're going to take the time left. And we're going to subtract from it from time dot delta time. So this is going to be basically normal time, like seconds, like 1, 2, 3, that type of thing. And then we're going to do if time left is less than or equal. I'm going to put 1. You can put 0. It's just doing 0 kind of drove me insane on how long it would stay on the screen. Time up is equal to true. And then we're going to set start timer to false. And then this is where we're going to put our label function. We're going to want to call it. And that'll make sense in a bit. So basically what we're doing is we're setting up a timer that if this boolean is true, then the timer will start and it'll set time up true. So in this function right here, all it's going to be is 2 if statements, an if and an else if. So if time up is true, do this, and if it's not true, do that type of thing. And then we're going to set the start timer to false so it stops with the timer. And then so we're going to go to down here and we're going to make our update XP function. We're going to want to make this public so that you can access it from other scripts. And what I'm actually going to do to make it easier is when you call it, you're going to want to give it an integer, which is going to be, I'm just going to call it experience, just so I don't get mixed up between this and this one up here, right here. So you're going to be, I'm going to call this experience just so I don't get mixed up with this XP, because I have done that before. So basically all it's going to do is when you update your experience, you're going to want to feed it an integer. So like let's say in another script you kill an enemy and you reward experience. You're just going to call update XP and then put how much in here. So just for testing, I'm going to put 10 just so it can go a little faster. And then let's go ahead and set up this function. So in update XP, what we're going to do is we're going to take our current experience and then we're going to add to it the experience that was fed into it. And then we're going to quickly make a way to keep track of our level. And all this does, hold on, let me write it out real quick and then I'll explain. Okay, and then we're going to take it from our XP. So all this is doing is basically getting our like a level graph. So basically it's going to be calculating how much experience it takes to level up in a way. I don't understand it fully 100% myself, but that's just because I'm currently learning about all the math F stuff. Math really isn't my strong suit, but you kind of need it for this type of stuff. Okay, and then we're also going to set our slider right here, the value, to our current experience level because we want it to go up. So like let's say over here is 0 and over here is 100. We want the value to kind of go up as we gain. And then once we get to 100 or whatever the maximum experience for that level is, we want to set it back down to 0 so that it'll track with you. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and make a quick if statement. We're going to see if the current level has changed, like if you've gained a level. So we're going to say if it's not equal to your current level, we're going to want to basically do a lot of the stuff in here, where this is what we're going to be calling the level up panel, as well as setting the your current level to whatever this one is. So we're going to do current level is equal to sea level, and then we're going to do level text dot text is equal to current level dot to string. So this is going to be setting the level text that's above your slider to the current level that you're at. We're going to put it to string, and then we're going to take the XP slider and then we're going to set its minimum value to your current experience level, so that it can basically, the slider graphic will look like it's returning back to 0, but it's really just your current level. And then the maximum value for the slider is how much experience it takes to level up for that level, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at explaining, but I can show you. So we're going to put start timer is equal to true so that we can start this timer up here. And then this is where we're going to call our XP level, or XP label, sorry. XP label. We're going to call that function. And then we're just going to do a couple, we're just really going to do one int. So int XP. So this is basically going to be how you get how much experience is needed until you get to the next level. So what we're going to do is set this to 100 times current level plus 1 times current level plus 1. Okay. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure about what this does, about like how it calculates it. I just know it does. This bit of code is from another person's experience system. I will link their video down below if you want to see it. But yeah, if you ask me, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Okay, and then we're going to set the slider max value to experience to next level. Okay, so this is basically setting the min value to your current XP because you've leveled up, so it's going to set it back to what it looks like, 0. And then it's setting the maximum value to how much it takes to get to the next level. And then I can show you that too. So now we're going to do our public void XP label. This is our function where we're going to be setting the label stuff. This is what what's basically going to be taking the timer input. So if we do if, alright, so if time is not up, so if this is false, we're going to want to set the level up panel to true. And then we're going to set the level up text dot text equal to, I'm just going to put something like you've reached level colon space and then plus current level, because we want it to say what level you're at when it pops up. And then just gonna do cam.play so it plays our level up sound. Okay. And then we're gonna do an else if shoot. Okay, else if. So if time is up, then we're going to want to set the level up panel to not show. So we're going to set the set active to false. And then we're going to set the start timer. Oops. If I could spell right. Start. Is it really going to hates me this much? Let's see. Start timer. Okay. We're going to set that to false, so it doesn't start the timer anymore. It'll stop it. And then we're also going to set time up to false because we don't want it to stay false. And then when you level up, it'll never call this again right here to set this. I did some testing. So we're going to want to set this to false. And then we're just going to want to set the time left back to 3. And then that should be it for our script side. So we're going to hop back into Unity. And then this is where I'm going to show you how to basically do everything. So I'm going to put it on my main camera. And then you'll see I have this audio source already on here. The level up sound I just found on Freesound. So I set it to the volume to 25. You want to make sure that play on awake and loop are unchecked. And then this is where we're going to start setting up. So for our first, we can drag the main camera over to the cam so we can pull this audio source from it. And then we are going to want to quickly make some UI stuff. So I'm going to quickly make a panel. And then I'm going to, it's going to be a quick and dirty UI thing because, you know, you could spend time doing this. So I'm just going to call this level up panel. And then I'm going to quickly create a Text Mesh Pro level up text. Level up exclamation mark. And then I'll just make this sort of like make it sort of like the title. Just quickly put it in the middle. I will make it bold and gold, because why not? And then I will make another Text Mesh Pro, and then this is what's actually going to be changed in the script. So I will want to make it centered. Okay. And then I'll just call it that. Okay, and then we're going to want to make a slider. And I'm going to make this kind of big. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit ugly, but when you do it, you can put as much polish as you want. I'm just showing you basically the basics to it. So when you get rid of the handle, you always want to make sure to go down here and where it says handle rect, click none, because I've had some problems where it freaks out that it says missing. And then for the background color, I'm going to set it to maybe like a dark like a dark gray. And then the fill color, I'll set it to maybe like a green. That's usually what experience is, right? And then I'll just take this to 0. Put these both to 0. Just so I don't have any rounded edges or anything like that. And then as you see, okay. So that's our slider. And then I'm going to make a quick this is going to be the current level. So we're going to set this to 0. And then I'm going to put it right here, just above the middle of it. And then I want to make sure that it's always in the middle. Maybe put it a little bit on top. There we go. Okay. So in the main camera, what we're going to want to do is put the slider in the slider place. The level up text is the second one. It's this one right here that's going to be edited. So and then the panel is going to be the whole thing. Oops. So the current level is the level text. My bad. And then the level up text is going to be this one. The second one, because it's this white one. And then let's go ahead, and it looks like we're ready to test it. So when I press, when I go, it says level up, you've reached level 1, you've reached level 2, and then you see how this one kind of stays the level. See, that's what we want. 4, 5. And so what I meant was when you level up, the reason it like goes all the way back down is because it's setting the minimum value, so this value over here, to your current experience. And then it's taking how much experience is needed until it gets to this, and it's setting that to the maximum value. So when it gets to as much as it needs to level up, you change level, and then it goes back down. And what we can do too is, if you want to show the player exactly how much it takes to get to the next level, we can just quickly make a text mesh object. I'll set it, I'll just put it in the middle, it doesn't matter. Make it big. Okay, and then what we want to do is go up here and do public text mesh pro UGY next level text. Okay, and then down here what we're going to want to do is set the next level text dot text equal to experience to next level, and then dot toString. Well, actually not toString, because what I'm actually going to do is go to the front here. I'm going to make quick string. So next level plus, and then actually I'm going to do it like this, and then plus, okay. So it's gonna the text is gonna say next level, and then parentheses have the as much as like the number from here, and then XP. So let's go and make sure that's saved. Main camera. Next level text should be here. Okay. So next level is 100 experience. Next level is 400, 900, 1600. It just keeps going up. And there you go. Now, If you wanted to keep it like that, you could, but another way we can do it is make, where is it? Under this integer, we're going to make another one called in between XP. I don't know what to call it. So then we're going to take, it's going to equal the experience to next level minus your current experience. And then copy, put that one there. And then this one should update in real time and tell you like exactly how much you need. So 60, 20, 300, 250. See? So this one's probably the one that most people would want to use because it shows you exactly how much until the bar is full and then you level up. So there you go. So I hope that helped you guys, and if you want any other tutorials, let me know. Oops. What was that from? Was that from anything? Yes. Weird. Oh, there's 2 scripts on here. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, you guys shouldn't get that error. Alright, but yeah, if you guys want any other tutorials, please let me know in the comments. I'm not the most advanced, but I do think that, you know, I can help some of you guys. So yeah, if you liked this video, make sure to give it a like, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.